What does pressure is a privilege mean?
Oh, you really dive into this quick, eh? So casual, then you just stare me in the eye and ask the first question. Pressure is a privilege is definitely something that like evolved over time. I think I first heard it from Tim Grover, which is someone who kind of like his book Relentless put my mindset into like the focus on my mindset in competing rather than just my physical body, because I knew that's what it would take to like get to the next level. And I think after winning an Olympia, I was like, oh fuck, like I just showed my cards. People know what I'm capable of. Now there's no one I got to beat. There's no like second place, third place, like flow. It's like, no, you're the best. And unless you're the best, we just forget about you. So it was like this pressure I felt on myself, and it was coming externally for a while. And I was trying to like understand how I could gravitate that a little bit better without it kind of bringing me down and slowing down my progress. And I had to kind of function into the reality that the pressure was really coming from myself rather than externally, and that it's a good pressure. It's a pressure to be better and to become the best version of myself. And it's something that if I choose to use it properly, it's going to push me to be a better version of myself, to grow mentally, physically, in my relationships, however I want it to let me grow, if I choose to take control of the aspects I have control over. So in essence, the more pressure you have on you, and if you take it as a privilege, it's a choice to put your perception as a privilege rather than a burden. And by taking the power back in that choice, it pushes you in a direction of being better rather than holding you back.
Yeah, there's a pain that comes from the expectation of success, I suppose, which is different to your first time.
Yeah.
You know, when you've got nothing to prove, you have nothing to lose.
The underdog's always the funnest.
Is that the way that you found it?
I mean, the beginning of my career was just, I never even had aspirations to be Mr. Olympia when I started. I just loved to train, loved to bodybuild. And then once I started to get that pressure on me, that started to fade a bit because I was taking in so much outside noise, and I stopped doing it for the right reasons of why I started, and just the fact that I love it and I enjoy pushing my body to the limits. So that affected me for a bit. But even like my first ever Olympia win, because of other stuff I had gone through, I actually didn't even really enjoy it because of like stress of my health and pressure. Something I had gone through the year before, all this like not being present and suppressing all my like fears I had around it. I just like battled through it, got there, and I was like, it's over. Like I just won an Olympia. This is this goal I've been chasing like for 6-7 years specifically in the league. I have it, and now why do I feel like I'm missing something? And I think I kind of uncovered that I was suppressing all this pressure, all this fear of my health, all these other aspects, and in doing so I was also suppressing my ability to feel joy and excitement and the positive side of things. You always hear you can't like selectively numb emotions. You either pretty much numb everything or you feel all of it, and I was definitely a numbing kind of guy. I was like, fuck it, don't feel it, push it aside, compartmentalize and get to work. And I was just like, okay, no, this isn't right. Something's got to change. And those 2 years, came second the year before I got sick, won that Olympian, didn't enjoy it. This is like, all right, physical stuff is down. I won. I got to focus on my mental side right now because if I'm doing this, I want to love it. I started because I love it, and I want to keep doing it because I love it.
I'll remember Conor McGregor was talking about, I think, the first time that he won the interim title, and then the second time that he beat Aldo in 13 seconds. And before that fight, which seemed to be kind of peak McGregor, right? He was just this savant, like an artist of war. And someone was asking him, what are you going to do differently this time that you didn't do last time? And he said, I'm going to enjoy it.
Yep.
Because he stepped out on stage, and there's that famous photo of him, and he stood like this.
Yeah.
Looking out at the weigh-in.
Just feel it.
And he said he can barely remember it. Yeah, it's fucking amazing. You know the photo I mean? He's stood there and he's got that tattoo up at the back of his...
Yeah.
And he said, I can barely remember it. And he got another bite at the apple.
Yeah.
He got to do it again.
That's like, and it's a huge part of my life. Again, like getting sick, I felt like I was going to have to stop competing. And then I won that Olympia, and then I'm like, okay, now I have the opportunity to do this again, right? Like that's an absolute blessing. Like I'm so grateful that now I get to do it again, and I've done it 4 times, and I'm going for a 5th. Like the fact that I've had 4 years to like enjoy it more and like perfect my craft, it's just like, it's something I'm like counting my days that I'm grateful for every single morning. So it makes it more fun.
I've heard you say that winning is not what I once thought it was. I have found it to be much more complex than our traditional definitions of success. What's that mean?
It comes from when I was younger, just like wanting more stuff, a lot of external stuff, a lot of success, again, things out of your control. I wanted like circumstances and objects. I wanted success thinking it was something I could like, the world could give me rather than something I could give myself. And I look at winning as success. It's kind of one and the same. And there's this awesome quote by, I think, Jim Carrey. And it goes, I wish for the world to realize all of their dreams so that they can realize they don't make them complete. And he's talking about that most people's dreams are very like external, like champions, like they want to win a medal, they want to win a trophy, want a nice car and all this stuff. Then you get it. And when you have everything, you realize this isn't what I wanted. I don't feel complete right now. And I have the amazing opportunity in my life to have accomplished so many of my dreams and realize that there's still a void missing there. So the more money I get, the more titles I get, the more I get, it's not filling me up more. But then I discovered that over time, like, it's the effort, it's the journey. It's like suffering through times that I don't want to be at the gym or why I want to quit on my diet, and I push myself. And every single moment, every day leading up to the show, and I win all those moments, that's winning. That's like winning in life continuously every day. And through that journey, being able to build my relationships, not sacrifice them for winning, be able to make myself a better person, not a more stressed out, anxious person, all that stuff coming together, I've already won before I have a trophy in my hands. When I stand on stage, I haven't quit on a workout. I haven't quit on a cardio session. My girlfriend still loves me in the background. She doesn't hate me for neglecting her for the last 3 months of prep. I'm like, I won. You know, like I feel fucking good right now. And if I lose, am I going to leave and be really sad and like cry and like grieve that loss? Absolutely. But I'm still going to be proud of everything I put in. And at the end of the day, that's all I can control. And to me, that's winning.